Hey guys, Cruel Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with Superman and Lois. Last time on Through the Multiverse, another Harrison Wells rises, and his name is Gordon Godfrey. He changed it. It's a stage name.
What?
We did have Gordon Godfrey last episode. Yes. A fantastic interview with Lex Luthor that led to a live debate about who sucks more. Right? That was what was the debate actual topic?
Lois doesn't like Lex Luthor and ruined his life. And then she was like, you know what? Your daughter says otherwise.
Yeah.
And then Superman busted through a window to fight a suit of armor.
That's true.
That they've taken over. And then that suit of armor has flown away. And we melted the other suit of armor. The boys did.
That's a lot. You might be asking, there's so many options of what your poll could have been. What did you guys end up with? And it was, do kids today know Jamie Kennedy?
Oh, yeah, Jamie Kennedy was mentioned.
85% of people said they have no idea who Jamie Kennedy is.
Oh, so they don't know.
15% say, well, kids today know who it is. So it's not that kids were answering, it's that people opinion on what they think kids think.
I wonder if we should have asked, like, do you know who Jamie Kennedy is?
I don't know.
What do they say?
All right, I'm really curious what these are. I am 39 years old, and I didn't know who he is.
He didn't scream.
I have no idea who this Jamie guy is, but I know Gordon Godfrey. I didn't know who he is. I had to Google it. Everybody is, I have no idea, I have no idea, I don't know who that is. I have no idea. I watched it in full length and were shocked that you knew the name, so I had to look it up while watching. Wow. Well, I am 24 and I didn't know his name until you guys pointed out Son of the Mask, which I loved as a kid. Anyone younger than me probably would not, so I'm calling bullshit on the kids knowing.
Why did you type that so loud?
I think that's awesome that you were able to watch that movie as a child and enjoy it. I actually am jealous. I love The Mask, and it's only equal by my dislike of Son of the Mask.
I don't think I made it through the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know how I was when I watched it.
Yeah.
But I think I started and I was like, I'm gonna watch something else.
Well, I mean, there was an experience out there that was far better than ours.
We could watch it for bad movie night.
No.
No?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. There's so many other options of bad movie night that we have to get to. I mean, we did so many this year, and if you haven't seen, No Good November did happen. My favorite was the Neil Breen stuff and Wicker Man.
Yeah, and there might be more Neil Breen.
Yeah.
Man.
So anyway, there's a lot of fun things right here at Blind Everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with one more, which is Superman and Lois.
It's all over the internet. Everyone's gonna know you're getting weaker.
How did they even find out?
Luthor. He must have gotten my scans from John Henry's suit.
How am I supposed to run a newspaper without ads?
See? Luthor's coming after Mom, too. We can't just sit here, Dad.
John, enough. I do not need your help with this, okay?
Start a Superman Patreon or something. It will go nuts.
Will it?
I could fund Superman. I'd do that.
Fund Superman.
Yeah. Give him like $3 a month and I get early access on his content or something.
And we'll deal with that later, one thing at a time, okay?
If I can get $5 billion, I'll get my powers back.
What am I supposed to do?
Luthor's just trying to get in your head. It's what he does. He's been doing it to me ever since he got out of prison.
Okay, well maybe it's time we got into his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are we gonna do?
Psychic powers, baby.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, of course.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Paying customers only. Go on.
You know, this is tough, but I want him to enjoy it for like one day.
I wonder how many of the people living in this town hate it. You know what I mean? Like our town used to be small.
Depends on what I'm selling. And if
They named Mom's tea
tourism
after
helps.
They named Mom's tea.
You got a full meal.
John's famous French dip. Sweet. No, here it is. Jordan's loaded curly fries.
Curly fries. That makes so much sense.
On the kids' menu?
Oh.
Relax. Everyone loves fries.
Yeah, says the guy with the great French dip.
The background's so crazy.
You know what?
It's like one of those MTV VH1. You know what I mean?
It's not their job to fight him. Yeah, which is why we have to help Dad. You heard what he said. Yeah, but he's not how he used to be. Okay, which means you and I have to step up.
That is true.
2 specials.
That's for a kid. Look how much.
Wow.
Look, oh, dude, that's so
Jordan's very
cool.
excited to try his
Oh.
They made a bucket.
That's so much better than Fritz Nip.
face on
I'm
it,
sorry. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, it's so cool. I want to go.
Wonder what I was wanting. Just cheese? There's a bacon?
That was genius marketing.
I love that it has his face with the goggles. It's like they know. Like, hey, that was Jordan.
Ugh.
You gonna try and tell me Otis wasn't murdered?
Oh no, he definitely was murdered. I should be higher.
Oh, so you and Lex are what?
I should be higher.
It's a cute story you've told yourself. Except the truth is Lex Luthor doesn't do teammates, and in the
Yeah.
end the truth does matter.
Have a nice day, Lois.
I could easily see Lex just use her until she's not useful.
You can stop looking for Cheryl or Gretchen or whatever you thought her name was. Something tells me you're never gonna find her.
They already found her?
Cheryl Kimball.
Detective John Kimball.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
Windows were open.
Go away. Oh, I thought you were talking to Superman.
I thought you might be here to talk about a different suit.
Lawsuit?
I have a feeling that was her idea, too. Using the Godfrey interview as a distraction? It's not really your style.
You don't know my style.
Well, do you even have one if someone else is always calling the shots?
To take you out.
You keep telling yourself that.
I am coming after everything you have ever loved. And I will rip it all away from you, just like I ripped out your beating heart.
You didn't do it. You didn't. You didn't do that.
Superman needs to be like, I allow you to do this. Like, if I wanted to, I could just cave in your chest. It'd be nothing.
No.
He's all ego.
Superman is not supposed
This
to do
man is just ego. His boys are gonna be, whoops, and cave in his chest. Oh, I don't know what happened, Dad. I tripped. I'm training.
Got in his head.
Yeah, he did.
It's gonna be against Amanda. What Lois said to Amanda, all like the same thing? Like he's not a teammate, all this stuff. Like get in her head, get in his head.
Let's
start pushing those boundaries.
psychologically destroy them. Maybe. Nope. Her head's gotten into. Dang it, everyone's invading each other's heads, Aaron. Stop it! Ah, that's what you were doing!
Chapter 7 of your master class. How does it start?
Clark, please.
Oh, come on, it's my favorite part. Just say it once.
It's my favorite part.
When you hit a wall, trust your gut, then retrace your steps and go back to the beginning.
You should listen to her. She's pretty awesome.
You're just such a dork.
I know, that's why you love me.
That's just who he is. He's not an act. It's just Clark.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you like the curly fries.
Thanks. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
Hey, boys, we've got to talk.
Oh, it's so good.
Ah, ha, ha.
Hey, folks.
Secret message.
Sorry, can I just get a minute with my guys here?
Everybody fly up.
Well, might as well give the people what they want.
They all fly away, they'll be like, oh.
Up and away.
That
Just
would
go
be
up there
pretty
and
cool
take
to
the
see.
grandma make new suits. That's what they want. That's what I want.
You want new suits?
Yeah.
I've already beaten all these guys before. Jordan's right. How's fighting reruns gonna help us?
It's not.
The
Came here, he was dead set on killing me.
The stranger.
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah, but what you don't know is just how close he came to actually succeeding.
John Henry's war suit is as...
There's the hammer, too.
Look, just focus and give it your best shot. Who's first?
Such a cool way to train.
No, together.
All
You
right.
go on slowly in the left.
Light up the eyes. Oh, jeez. Hammer time.
Clark, instruction!
Stop.
Yeah.
It's enough for today.
But no, Dad, we got this.
I just wanted to see where you guys are at. Okay? Look, why don't you go home and I'll meet you guys there later.
Just let them fight all day.
Give them pointers, how to work together.
Dark Souls boss. You just gotta keep going until eventually you kind of figure it out.
Dad, what would you do if there were two of you? You know?
Yeah, you got three of us. Let's all three of us fighting. Go back to the prison. Who we talking to? Who we talking to? Can't be Luther. He's out of here. Who else is there? It is Mannheim. It is.
Oh, Mannheim.
I'm happy for you. And I'm sure Pia would be too.
I'm sorry for your loss. Despite everything, Pia was a really good friend to me, and I never could have gotten through chemo without her.
That means a lot.
Immediately got emotional.
You helped send Luther to prison for 17 years with a lie. Help me put him away for good with the truth.
You have to know some stuff.
What truth?
He has a rat. He has to sing, Aaron.
I overhauled the interface, gave it a complete system upgrade, added a wireless connection to the Luther core satellite array, and the armor's been infused with kryptonite.
Infused with
As Superman
kryptonite?
gets, the weaker he'll become.
He's already so weak.
That it?
Except for the kryptonite-laced screws.
Screws?
To dig into Superman's chest and explode that old man's heart of his.
Jesus.
What the f...
I wondered where you've been.
Where is it?
DOD?
Hold on. Luther killed Cheryl
I have reason to believe so. Yeah, why? Did you know her?
a long time ago.
What did she do for Luther?
Well, she left the service with all kinds of contacts. Some real heavy hitters.
But her contacts became his contacts.
And he didn't need her anymore.
Until he did.
Just like what he's doing.
To do something like that to someone who loved you, that's low, even for Luther.
Wait a minute. Cheryl was in love with Luther?
They were an item back in the day.
This is how we could get into Amanda's head.
How long will it take for the boy's abilities to become what mine used to be?
Kyle, your sons are not you.
How long?
I'm afraid it will never happen.
They're also human.
What if we change the training?
It would make no difference. Their limitations are genetic. No half Kryptonian could be what you were.
They shouldn't have to be.
There are two halves.
I'm their father. I'm supposed to protect them.
The super twins. Listen to Jamie Kennedy. Damn, man.
The person that monster once was cared for me. Or another version of me. In the other world.
God, I love the
You
green
mean
and
the
purple
world
screens
from
there.
the Allie Alston incident?
That's where he came from. Through a breach in the mines.
I know where it is.
Great. We can make sure never to go there.
I'm headed to Smallville.
Was it in the mines?
Smallville? Why would you want to go back there?
To visit an old friend.
What's he gonna do with this thing?
That's where he is.
Gonna fight it? Gonna turn it?
How much do you know about Cheryl Kimball? Did you know that she was the old you?
I think you're giving Cheryl way too much credit.
Maybe. But did you know that Lex was in love with her? Lex doesn't care about you, Amanda, but deep down, I think you know that.
Are you finished now?
Ask Luther about Cheryl. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Ask him for something that matters, not money.
No offense, but your parents have been wrong multiple times. I mean, Jor-El told you we'd never have kids.
I know. It's different. They're limited by their human DNA.
Then figure out a workaround.
We don't
Find a way where they're enhanced by it.
Any minute.
Then what are you doing here talking to me, Clark?
Right.
You need to stop worrying about what Jordan and Johnathan can't do and figure out what they can.
Yeah. Thank you, Lois. I love when they help each other. Like, he's gonna put him on a new track, he's gonna put him on a new track.
I'm sick of video games.
Love it.
Is it because you lost 3 times in a row? You must be slow after all those French dips.
Vicky May's? Probably my favorite thing on the menu.
That and the curly fries.
Yeah, the fries.
Yeah. Dude, French dip with curly fries, man. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't know anyone else with powers.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was learning how to use them, I did it alone.
Mm-hmm.
I trained in the fortress alone. Started making saves alone. And whenever I fought, no matter how many people I was fighting, I was alone. That's all I ever knew.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty sad.
Yeah, do you like need a hug or something?
We've always had each other. And now that John has powers, you have each other again. That's your strength. Each other.
Finally.
What if there were 2?
Together, the 2 of you can be better than I ever was alone.
You really think that?
I do. We just have to get you there. So let's do this again. Only this time against me.
Yeah.
I want you to work as a team and land a punch. If you can.
Oh, this is so
Oh, it's
Goku.
on, Pop.
Can they just fight here in this rodeo arena? Ah!
8 seconds of playtime.
I love it.
Then why are you here?
I gave this town a chance. And they chose him and Lois.
What, so now you gotta destroy the whole town?
Just going to what? Unleash that thing on Smallville?
I offered them millions. And they spit in my face. They have to pay for what they did.
They didn't want to sell? That's it?
We're partners. You can't just make these kinds of...
I can do whatever I want! I am in control, not you!
That face, oh my gosh.
Is this what you did to Cheryl Kimball? You make her feel...
Oh, it's just like, Kobe. Landed it.
Is anything between us even real?
Lois.
Lois.
We're done here.
Don't do this.
Oh, that was quick.
Back into it.
Lex, please.
Like a glove.
I know how this ends.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
Damn, man, they don't get much time to train.
Yep.
He's trying to get back home, huh?
Are you ready to die for me one more time?
Why? Jeez! He's not even moving. He didn't
have a watch.
You guys aren't trying to hit me, right?
We're trying to hit me and hit me.
Maybe I need to explain how this works again?
We're just taking it easy on y'all, man. Yeah, it's getting pretty close to your bedtime.
Who's this one from Band the Bulldozer? You like this one?
Oh, dude.
No.
This is like when I go against my nephews in Mario Kart.
You guys can't take me together? Come on. Shit. Playing Smash with my son.
That thing. It's coming from the
Yeah, I was doing that, and your son beat me.
If that thing gets out, I need you to keep everyone safe. Go.
Look at different color, didn't it?
It's 100% different color. Yeah, this season he's had the darker suit.
I've killed you before, but this time is going to be special.
Kryptonite screws.
What have you done? Just finishing what I started.
Where's your father?
He went to the mines to stop it. I can't hear him. Me neither.
It's coming.
I love its breathing neck thing. Oh man, that was good.
Are you okay?
It doesn't
Fuck this truck!
There's nothing I can do.
No! Damn, that looks so good. Look at that.
Dude, he didn't have that beard thing.
Dude, that is Doomsday.
It's sad.
He's gonna need you guys to get everyone to safety. Hurry.
Like now it's like we finally had like Doomsday.
Clark, you're not strong enough for the wedding ring. Not the Parker bus lot.
How are we supposed to defeat this thing? Oh, thank you, John. Good job.
Get out the back. Get as far away from here as you can.
Never stop running.
Oh no.
See, they're not gonna like this now.
Miss May, you're gonna be all right. Hey, here, hold on to this. Whenever I have panic attacks, it helps to hold on to something cold. And I have to breathe. Look at me. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Out through your mouth. And through your nose. Out through your mouth. All right. Close your eyes.
Oh, God.
You heard it coming, man.
Yeah. That was so good. Jeez. Oh, my God. Johnathan!
You guys okay?
Yeah.
Got a theme?
Go get to safety.
What is it theme?
My dude's got a theme.
It's like a boys theme.
Yeah, okay.
Oh man.
I like this far.
No, the suit.
This time I want to watch Superman die with my own eyes.
Through a screen.
You just let that suit float there and go back home.
These wide shots were awesome.
It's like Dragon Ball,
yeah.
You know? Together.
Clark. Dad, please. I love all of you.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck!
That's a...
Dude, how's this gonna end?
That's a hell of an ending. That was nuts. Jeez, Aaron. Anything could happen. This is the final season. Oh, that was the Vicky May.
Huh?
The lady at the shop was Vicky May from, like, Vicky May's.
What? Are you surprised that was... When he said Miss May, you're like, oh, I wonder who that is?
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Okay.
Have we seen her much? Like, that's her. That's like going to KFC and seeing the Colonel. You're like, what's the big deal? Of course he'd be here.
No, it's not.
It's like going and seeing Ronald McDonald.
Not.
Dude, that's Vicky May.
No, it's one diner in Smallville.
It's like
Vicky May's
big
diner.
boy, and I see the big boy himself.
No, it's like what?
I'm just saying, I was starstruck. Man, what a ramp up that episode was.
Dude, what did he
We ramped up to Clark maybe dying for good. Doomsday looks sweet, dude.
The difference between them.
Yeah. We live in a world, we've had a couple live action Doomsdays now, both in television and movies. That's just the world we live in. We got like 3 or 4 already. This is one of the best ones. Look at this. Look at the bones, Aaron.
I know.
The like calcified armor.
The beard and stuff wasn't there before.
No.
Like, was it because he shot his heart?
It's just...
like what?
It's just the more he gets beat up, the stronger he gets, right?
Like he's so like
he becomes stronger the more you hurt him.
Yeah.
You try to kill him, he can't be killed again that way. He's just crazy.
I understand how he works.
That's it. You punch him enough. You can't punch anymore.
Well, yeah, but like the way that a lot of it's also usually been too is that whenever he's taking damage, in his face, well then it's like, well, he grows something more so that you can't do that again. But like I was just wondering the kryptonite screws that I assume he shot into his chest, why it gave him a beard? Like I was just curious on that.
If they were kryptonite screws, they should have been green. They look red to me, so I don't know what that means.
Well, they're kryptonite laced, so like not everything's probably green. It's just like the part that
should have been green.
Also, is he even weak to get kryptonite? Like he's probably not weak to kryptonite, right?
Yeah, it's whatever the opposite is.
Yeah, what's the opposite of kryptonite?
Cotton candy or something. I don't know.
Cryptidae.
Cryptidae. Dude, this is exactly what my Pee-wee football coach used to tell us, which is that he'd be like, bruises on top of bruises make, and all the little kids go, steal! That's what happens. So you just keep hitting them, and you just get spikes, and you can't hit them anymore.
Is that steel?
Give me a day.
Wait, where do you usually...
Give me a day or two, it'll be stronger.
Okay. I just gotta keep hitting in the same spot, right?
Yeah, but that was a real nice whack!
They make me whack with it. Yeah, right here. Dude, seeing Mannheim again, too, is great.
Yep.
I like them. Like, when they sat down and the first thing you had in their first 30 seconds was just look healthy. Your wife, the doctors. Yeah. And both of them are just like, welling up.
They're like, we both have a lot of bullshit to talk about. Let's talk about something that actually matters.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know. There's so many villains and bad guys I've seen in so many, like, especially like superhero, like, shows or movies or whatever, that I'm just like, man, all right, yeah, they're bad guy. Why are they here? But, like, Bruno Mannheim had, like, bad things he did, but also, like, had good intentions, good meaning, like, even afterwards, like, him and Luther, he's like, he cares about nobody. He's like, I cared about people. That's why I was doing the bad things I was doing, was to try to save the people I cared about, and the location of the city that no one cared about, Like, it's just interesting to actually have a villain where I'm like, he was bad.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like this guy.
He had a soul.
Yeah. Where
Luther
Lex
doesn't have a soul.
has none of that.
Yeah.
He'll turn on anybody he can. He doesn't care about the money. He doesn't care about Smallville. That I gave them millions and they spit in my face and they gotta pay for it. It's like, what? They didn't take your money, so they gotta die?
Yeah, he should be the most confident person in the world, but he shows that he is the most insecure. If he cannot have control, he screams like a baby.
It is. It's like a big tantrum baby. Like, I have everything I want, and if I don't get the things I want, then I'm gonna hurt everyone else so I can get the things I want.
Like, I was joking when I said, like, Clark, you should say this. But, like, if you were to say that, like, that's the root of the matter. Like, he cannot stand that he is subject to Clark's mercy and goodness. That bothers him so much. So he has to prove that Clark is a bad person. Like, he has to do that. Or else he has to just admit that this man is better than me. Which he can't do. And so childish. But it makes for great television. I love that scene with the actress did such a good job for Amanda. That look on her face when everything Lois said was 100% true.
Yeah.
And she just
dumbfounded.
So good.
It was like, finally.
I was so satisfied in her ignorance of what he really is.
And it all came to fruition this episode, not like next episode or anything like that. Or she wasn't like still at the end being like, "Oh, Lex, no, I know this isn't really you." And he just kills her or something, Like,
I think I really enjoyed her performance this episode as the dude that's playing Milton. He's just getting so much cooler every episode. He's just like I don't know. He's getting more honest. He's making himself far more useful. Like, he is Luther's dude in the suit. That's a big deal.
He's the Jarvis, but he's a real dude, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, the actor is just, you can tell the actor is like having fun with it now, as opposed to before he felt more of a bit part.
What do you think, going in the last episode, like right now, it feels like, well, John Henry's just done. We won't have him anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point in him being around, Yeah. Like, that's what it feels like right now. And I'm like, I like John Henry in that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm hoping that... I don't know what I'm hoping. I can't believe Doomsday's here again. I thought we were kind of like, okay, we're good with him. Now we got to fight Lex. Lex is the issue,
I mean, it took him a bit to get there, but I love the idea of, like, look, yes, you two will never be full Kryptonians. But you know what's better than that? 2 half Kryptonians working together. Like, that can be better.
I was hoping Clark would come to that. But I love, too, that, like, Lois is, like, on her last straw. She's giving up. They're being sued, all this stuff. And he's like, hey, remember this. you said this, and he like helped her like go back to the basics, go back to the beginning, and then she did, and then she found another way of starting to do things, and then he's like, I went to train. My mom said it's never gonna work, and it's not gonna happen, and like they'll never be as good as me. And he's like, well, then find something else. Like they both worked with each other to like fix or help, and they both pull out the better parts of each other. And
I needed Clark to say, like, hey, this is a blind spot I have, because I'm like, Clark, instruction, like tell them what they're doing wrong, but he's sitting there like they're not getting better on their own. That's all I could do.
Sure,
like, I was alone, and they don't have that fire that I had in this spot. And it's like, yeah, they got each other, man. They can't do the same thing that you did, but they can do a different way better. That's really cool.
They could train with each other. They could train with the dad.
And I needed Clark to point that out to me.
I wish he would have, as soon as they got powers, I wish they would have started doing this, because like there's a lot of time they could have been training with him together doing that, and they
I need them to be like, you know, the opposite of Attack of the Clones. It's like, all right, you go and slowly to the left. Yes, I'm waiting for you, you know? Instead of, no, I'm taking them now.
Yeah, sure. I also love when there's like, alone, always alone, always alone. Do you need a hug? I love that.
That was awesome. I loved
and
that.
And the curly fries.
But I really, very much enjoyed Jordan's with the lady herself. With the panic attack.
Vicky May. Yeah, sure. No, I meant the comedic timing.
No, the comedic timing. I love that, but I think I loved more. That was like a...
No, they don't compare. Like, there's no comparison between the two.
Like, it felt like a modern-day Superman scene to me. Like, Superman is always a very compassionate person. You know, like, my favorite stuff is, like, Superman, like, you know, being completely confident and kind to children that he's saving from terrible situations, you know? All Might is the pinnacle of this. Like, don't worry, smile, because I'm smiling too. And if, you know, if I'm calm, then you can be calm, you know?
Sure.
I've always enjoyed that, you know, All Might, like I said, I think is like, that we're putting a spotlight on what superheroes can do for children. But Superman was always the #1 for me. Like, Batman, you know, he does that sometimes, but it's special because you only see it once or twice. Superman, like, embodies that. So it's just cool to see Jordan, who I feel like has never been able to flawlessly pick up anything that Clark has handed him as, like, here's your Superman's legacy. Like, here, he, like, flawlessly picked it up. Like, I felt like, man, he nailed that in a way that I don't know if I can see that from Johnathan yet.
I think it's just, it's the strengths, right? Like, Jordan has dealt with a lot of, like, this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He looks down on himself. Like, Johnathan, I don't think usually does.
No.
Right? He's the star athlete. And he's not freaking out about anything. Where Jordan's always doubting himself or, you know, freaking out or panic attacks or whatever it is. So, like, being able to take, like, here's what I've already experienced and, like, let me help this lady.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, let me get you out of here. It was like, hang on, let me calm this down.
Yeah.
And then covering her, making sure she was safe, and then getting her out, too. So,
I
think it was really good.
That's, like, yes, they are half human, but that can be to their benefit, not to their detriment. You know, like, being able to, like, empathize and feel what other humans are feeling. Like, Clark might have a difficult time doing that sometimes because he just can't experience it. He's experiencing it now, you know? But I think it was, like, the you know, good mild manners that he was raised by the Kents that, like, instilled in him, like, how important it is to be kind to people. And I just feel like his sons could really take the opportunity and run with it.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, really good stuff. Yeah, I even put little hearts around "You look healthy." That first line.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that a
lot. And the loaded curly fries. I know we're watching this first, and I didn't have any breakfast, but damn, that looked good. It would have worked on me.
I mean, they look like curly fries, but it didn't look like they had much on them. Like, look at these things.
Sure.
I wanted to see. I'm like, was there cheese or bacon? What was there?
I get you. Like, you don't want, like, the cheese and bacon dripping off the top of the head. Maybe it's, like, something that you can dip.
Unless they layer it. But,
Yeah,
like, there's a lot of, like, empty cheese there. Or empty fry.
But that's just a great product.
I love the bucket, though. The bucket's my favorite part.
Yeah. The bucket's great. She got her branding on point on the back there.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
He's
At first I was like, that's for a child? It's so much, but it has to be that way.
What do you mean?
Like, it has to be, like, over, like, you know, it has to be, like his hair.
It's his
crazy
hair,
and everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have him with his goggles and everything, and then his hair shows up.
So
which is funny because he was used to like hide that, right, as much as he could.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Because of his curly hair.
Yeah.
And then he got a French tip. I like John's save too. It's
me
cool
too.
getting to see them like do some hero stuff.
And he got his like own theme. Let's listen to that again.
You guys okay? Yeah. We're in safety.
Yeah. And then I guess it's kind of a play on like that one kind of like gives you hope at the end, and this one kind of like it has like the I don't know, it starts in the front a little bit and then goes down.
I was trying to find the I think it's kind of similar to that, right? It's just it kind of goes down a little bit more.
Yeah, it is. It changes directions. They have to come at things slightly different, but they arrive at the same spot, and it feels like the same instrument.
You guys okay?
Yeah.
We're in safety.
Sweet. Yeah. It's the same instrument playing a different tune.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Really cool. I love that.
And then the ending, man, was just I don't know what they're gonna do. I really want to see them all like fighting and working together or something. I don't know. It just sucks to see Clark so hurt and injured and being like, "I always love you," and then like, what's the plan after this? You know, like if Doomsday takes him and kills him, what does anyone do? Like, even Milton and Luther up top being like, I don't think anyone can kill him, you know? And, like, nothing will kill him permanently.
We need to talk to him, be like, hey, don't just do whatever Luther says. Like, think about it a little bit.
Well, I mean, it just seems like no one will listen now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no.
Will he listen to Luther now?
Like, I'll help you break it into the rocks more. I mean, I can do that.
Like, what happens when he does this? Does Luther just, like, does he just start killing the whole world? What's Luther gonna do then? Like, what's his plan after this? You know, is there a follow-up plan, or is it just like kill Clark and then I'll figure it out later?
As long as you don't insult his ego, he'll be okay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, we'll just placate Lex Luthor, so he won't hurt us.
Who?
Everyone else that has to watch Smallville be demolished.
No, I mean like literally what happens with Doomsday. If Doomsday kills Superman, and then he wreaks havoc on Smallville.
Yeah.
Like, does Lex have a plan to, like, what happens if he just runs to Metropolis, starts killing all of Metropolis and LexCorp and destroying everything that Luther has? Or what if he just kills the world? What if he flies to the Earth and destroys everything? I don't know.
I do think Lex thinks that, like, well, I can just talk him out of it because I have complete control of him. That could be hubris, and he could lose control because that's the point of the character.
Maybe.
Or we could use it as a way of power scaling, and he destroys Smallville, or Lex is like, oh, cool, kills him one hit. It's like, now Superman is dead, and there's no, like, I'm stronger than the thing that's stronger than the strong, you know, like, you could power scale it too.
Maybe. I was wondering if, at first, Lex's thing was going to be, I need to kill you one more time, will you help me? And, like, he was going to send this after Smallville, and he was going to show up and kill Doomsday.
Oh, save it.
And be, like, the hero that Superman can't be. You know, it's like, no, he's a liar, he's too weak, he can't save you, but Lex can.
That could be the next, like, that's the intro of next episode. It's like, I'm going to take everything that you love, including the world's adoration.
Maybe.
Like, I'll be the world's
But
greatest.
he was up there being like, I want to watch him die for myself, so I think he needs...
Well, maybe he'll wait and then he saves Smallville.
Maybe, but I don't want him to wait that. I want Clark not to die. Damn it, Eric.
Well, poll for this episode, Aaron.
They wouldn't kill Clark again, right? Right?
Will Clark die again? This is a classic Dragon Ball Z question. Because you can, in fact, only be brought back to the Dragon Balls once.
Like, the end of Superman and Lois is because there is no more Superman?
Will Clark die again? I say yes. He does.
And we already died once.
He died.
We already died.
Dies
once.
again.
No more death. We do something.
He
I
died.
don't know what to do. Go to vote.
Go vote.
Blindwave.com. We'll be back next week.
We'll be back.
We have a documentary coming for Superman and Superman animated series. All here on the channel. Subscribe.